My dear sisters and children, yesterday we celebrate the feast of Saint Monica. Today our mother church celebrates her son Saint Augustine's feast. What a privilege from your family, two saints. From India it took years to have someone named or called a saint from India. But now we have, of course, in India a handful of saints. But coming to the life of Saint Augustine, often we have heard the life of Saint Augustine. Today we will think about his writings and teachings. Do you know what his famous writing is called? It is called the Confessions. It is one of the, very theological and spiritual book. In the book, Saint Augustine tells about himself and the life he lived. He says, "O beauty," who is the beauty? Whom he calls, "O beauty"? God. God, he calls the eternal beauty, that you were within me, but I was outside you. What a language he uses. You were always within me, but I was only the person who was outside you. You sought after me, आप मुझे खोजते रहा, but I sought after the things of the world, what you had created. Lekin I had gone after the things of the creation of God. He thought that is the beautiful thing. And therefore, he had fallen in love with a lady and even had a child. But later, as we know, with the prayers and the endurance of his mother, Saint Monica, and with the help and support of Saint Ambrose, he was converted. And once he was converted, he never turned away from his right decision. He followed it till the end. And thereafter, like today's reading, we see Jesus is condemning the Pharisees, saying the hypocrites, because their words and actions did not go together. But whereas Saint Augustine, after being converted, after he realized that God is within me, that he should not waste his time, he totally lived for God, where his actions and words went together. There was no difference between what he said and what he did. And therefore, his life became so beautiful. And with regards to priest, he says, a priest is a member of every family and belongs to none. Some might understand that none as N-U-N, not none, N-O-N-E. But quite often, many priests say few mass to the nuns and they live their lives. Only that much they think that is only life. But he says very nicely about a priest, what he should be. Not only a priest, every sister also. Every sister also member of only St. Charles family. Every family and belongs to only to the nuns. Okay, so these are the theological teachings, and therefore what he has taught, what he has lived, till considered as a dogmatic teachings, and therefore only he is considered as the doctor of the church, Who is the doctor of the church? One who has given or contributed for the upliftment or the well-being and the growth of the church's dogma. Dogma is the growth of the faith of the church. What the teachings or what the writings he has left behind is considered as the dogma and of the church. And therefore that person is called the doctor of the church. And therefore, my dear sisters, we can also fall astray, go away from God due to various reasons. For him, that Manichaeism was more attractive in the beginning. For us also, certain things can be attractive, very attractive in our lives too in the beginning. But once we realize that is not leading us to God, just like Prophet Moses, when he was leading the people, whenever he had the rod in his hand and said something, everything happened. But when it turned to be a snake, same rod he threw away. Same way in our lives too, when something goes against the will of God, turns against the good deeds, we need to give up and follow Jesus as Saint Augustine followed. Let us learn from this Saint Augustine. The real beauty is in God himself, and let us not go after the creation of the world, but think the creator of the world, who is the eternal beauty. Amen.